We're here today with Chris Pinkham, the CEO and founder of Nimbula. Chris will be talking today about Nimbula and cloud computing. What is Nimbula?
So Nimbula is a company that my partner Willem van Biljon and I founded to address the growing need for cloud services inside the private data center that offer the same scale, agility, multi-tenant security that you find in a good, well-run public cloud environment.
So Chris, what trends do you see in the infrastructure as a service market, particularly for private clouds?
Well, so Amazon with the Elastic Compute Cloud created an infrastructure as a service offering that really changed the way people think about the infrastructure in terms of automation, scale, flexibility, self-service and cost efficiency. And this allowed IT organizations to focus more on innovation, on building interesting stuff rather than maintenance and operations. And all of those benefits are desirable when it comes to enterprise computing in the sense that for private clouds to really take off, all of the elements of robust security, reliability baked into the infrastructure, the ability to measure and monitor everything that's going on, making it easy to migrate existing applications, all of these functions are key, not just in a public cloud context, but also in a private cloud environment.
So what are the differences between virtualization and cloud computing?
So virtualization is a technique used to split the resources of physical infrastructure into multiple components that can be shared by virtual machines. Workload allocation tends to remain static, largely manually controlled, whereas cloud operating systems such as Nimbula Director provide a much higher level of automation and scale that allows for a more dynamically assigned workload distribution where virtual machines and other workloads can be distributed and launched automatically in response to demand and resource availability.
So Chris, what is Nimbula's target market?
Well, we have customers with high workload requirements in large data centers. We don't target particular industry verticals. Lots of different kinds of applications are deployed on this infrastructure. For example, one of our customers is a large financial institution which runs a simulation in the evening and wants to share this infrastructure in a more efficient way during the day. Other customers want to manage load inside their infrastructure as well as load outside in public clouds such as EC2, and our software enables them to authorize and direct workloads on an identity basis between the different environments. Our fine-grained permission system and policy-based authorization also appeals to customers who wish to share their infrastructure with development partners in a trusted kind of way.
So Chris, what are the benefits to customers to having access to local on-premise cloud capacity as opposed to solely accessing public cloud services for elastic compute needs?
So there are a number of reasons why customers are considering public cloud services inside the data center. One is security. There are concerns around the protection of particularly sensitive intellectual property, particularly sensitive data. Others relate to the service operation itself, where you can have more control over when the maintenance windows may happen in infrastructure, how software is updated, how it's configured. Privacy is another issue where public cloud services can raise regulatory issues in particular geographies perhaps. And another is that enterprises have often invested in large-scale infrastructure and wish to consume this infrastructure because it's a sunk cost, because it's there. They wish to consume this in a more productive kind of way. Lastly, I would say that data can stick around for an enormously long time, and it's important that we are able to bring compute to data so that we can innovate around existing data sets without having to migrate them into public cloud environments.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for your time. What should customers do next?
So I would urge them to visit nimbula.com and download the white papers, perhaps download a trial version of Nimbula Director, and begin the process of evaluating an on-premise cloud solution for themselves.